here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. A good old-fashioned grudge match is in full bloom. Bad blood about to spill into the squared circle in this high-stakes encounter between former two-time 168-pound titleist David the Mexican Monster Benavidez and one-time super middleweight belt holder Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, it's showtime! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former IBF Super Middleweight Champion of the world, Caleb Plant. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former two-time WBC world title holder and the current undefeated interim WBC Super Middleweight World Champion, known as the Mexican Monster, introducing David Benavidez.
Chunks are good on this side. Chunks are a little high on this side. So here's the cutoff line. Gentlemen, I went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, I want to caution you to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Touch him up.
Well, referee Kenny Bayless tried to get them to touch gloves. This crowd has already erupted in anticipation for what they hope to see, a combustible confrontation from two guys who don't get it long, and that is why they are getting it on.
And already an intriguing development. Caleb Plant standing in the pocket and actually coming forward to David Benavidez.
Both fighters trying to show different things, you know, trying to throw the other opponent off, you know, and it is good, but at the end of the day, they're going to go back to their normal boxing styles. Plant trying to box and Benavidez pushing.
Benavidez has a punishing jab. Plant has a more nuanced and perhaps more diverse jab. The aggression, the power and precision of David Benavidez. Well, the fuse has been lit. Is it a short one or a long one past the midway point of the first round? A lot of roughhouse tactics between Plant and Durrell. That was as ugly as a bowling shoe until that incredible finish to the fight.
Benavidez needs to relax a little bit more. He can't let the anger, everything that happened outside, just leave it out. This is the fight. Stick to the game plan.
Benavidez, very effective normally with his jab, and we haven't seen that yet from him.
And both of them wearing specially designed footwear. A cautious start here.
Slow round for Benavidez. Plant, you know, letting off with this jab in this first round.
And missing was the Benavidez jab that we're used to seeing a lot early on in fights.
So for David Benavidez, the keys to victory, he wants Plant on the ropes where he can reel off those combinations. Only 22% of Benavidez landed punches into the body, but he needs more of that, especially early in the fight. He is one of the best combination punchers in boxing. We will see that in this fight. Plant does not want to stay in the pocket with Benavidez for most of this fight. The jab is the key to disrupt Benavidez's rhythm and to score as well. Plant's power is in the left hook. That's the one that took Anthony Durrell out.
Benavidez throws 67 punches per round, 16 more than the division average. He threw all of 21 compared to Plant's 18 in round one. A very cautious start.
Waiting for Benavidez to make mistakes. Boom, letting his hands go. Beautiful.
You know, Plant's opponents landed averages 7 punches per round. Benavidez averages 25.6 landed. So, that, you know, we'll see. Something has to give.
No, he's looking for single shots. I'm not liking that. That's one of the things he's not supposed to do.
Yeah, that's very surprising, actually.
The jab being established by Plant. There's a lead right by Benavidez. Has a more punishing jab than Plant, but it's, again, unable to get on track with it in this fight.
And that's why you leave the emotions, the anger, everything out, because maybe sometimes you get too tense. You want to hit this guy so bad that you tighten up.
And a cautionary note, of course, Benavidez expects to wear Plant out over the long haul.
I thought he said he was going to break Caleb Plant's jaw and stop before round 6.
Well,
utilizing his footwork, staying out of the distance, and putting together some good work to the body.
according to show stats, he did in 4 of the 5 rounds. So
you got to appreciate the skills from Plant. This is what he's supposed to do.
And again, it's a cavernous, huge ring, and Plant's using it all.
And Plant scoring to the body. Plant's the one that's taking the fight to David Benavidez. The one grudge match, Stephen Breadman Edwards knows a thing or two about the sweet science.
And he added to his team 2 of the best strength and conditioning coaches, Tony Brady and Larry Wade.
And there Benavidez goes to the body. Plant's Achilles heel is the body shot.
And that's the relentless pressure from Benavidez. You got to press. Hook.
The counter left by Benavidez as Plant went to the body with a left hook.
And that's a big part of why he's trying to throw that punch now. And he's landing it.
Now Benavidez becoming more active, so is Plant. Benavidez avoiding that sweeping left hook from Plant. Plant goes to the body with the jab. Another jab to the body, making the early investment.
Even though we didn't expect Plant to necessarily win every early round, he's been outthrown by 25 punches. Oh, that's what Plant doesn't want to do. No wild punches like that, and he paid for it.
Of the third, lead left hook upstairs for Benavidez. He goes to the body with the right. There's a sharp jab.
That's the element that he needs to have in there.
From Plant. But Plant doing a good job of countering, working the body, delivering combinations, and utilizing that 22 by 22-foot ring that his camp wanted. And, Al, as you mentioned, the Benavidez camp acquiesced after the commission said so.
And, boy, the holding is blatant by Plant. And I think he's going to get a warning now. Oh, my, Benavidez got a warning. That's interesting.
Round number 4, scheduled for 12.
Because everything flows off his jab.
He's got to throw that jab, let go of the jab, let go of his hands.
The self-belief that Caleb Plant possesses second to none.
Is fighting a very smart and poised fight.
He has a very smart trainer. And Stephen Breadman Edwards going to the body with the jab. Plant doing exactly what he said he would do and what many pundits said he needed to do.
That power comes from a series of punches, which we haven't seen yet.
Right.
One of the most intriguing things is David Benavidez has been left hook centric.
Right uppercut. There it was. On cue. Well, David thought about touching gloves as a sign of respect. Said, nah, psych. Because even Plant admitted he hit him on the hip. Plant putting it to the body, staying at range, looking for the counter. The offensive output for David Benavidez is shocking, although he lands that left.
See, that's blatant holding. You know.
And it's Plant initiating.
He's warning Benavidez. I don't get it. God bless Kenny Bellis. He's a great ref, but that's bizarre.
How bizarre, how bizarre.
Where there would be a punch that strayed low. That was extremely low. That did not cause a warning, interestingly enough. So Benavidez had better offensive moments in that round. Plant going downstairs, and then Benavidez getting there with the half jab, half hook that kind of pushed Plant back. And Plant did the right thing by motoring to his left, and he's done that in this fight so far, and it's served him well.
Round 5 scheduled for 12. David Benavidez, number 1. The undisputed champion is Canelo Alvarez, who's already beaten Caleb Plant here in this venue. Benavidez would love a crack at the king one day, but right now, on the ropes. The jab, the misdirection.
Benavidez trying to bait him in, but then not really landing.
Yes. Left hook did.
Yeah, that got in, but, you know, in general, it was...
No, left hook by Benavidez.
Yeah.
There, but you're right.
Yeah.
Along the ropes, he was baiting him. Stand in the center and let's trade. It's, of course, what Benavidez would love to see happen.
Ooh.
He catches Plant trying to slip these shots.
Plant's doing as long as he gets away with it, he's doing a smart thing by holding. And the other thing is, so it's working to his benefit.
And he tried, he's doing it, but you know what? A lot of people thought that he would have to hold on to Benavidez, slow him down, keep turning him, but he is blatantly holding him.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's so obvious.
Double left hook from Benavidez.
But I still honestly feel that Benavidez is throwing one shot at a time. He's got to look for more of a combination type of punches.
It's hard to deliver more than one punch at a time when you got
the guys is mobile. Yeah,
utilizing that 22 by 20 foot ring. I'll keep harping on it all night. It's helping him.
Absolutely. You know what? They helped him in this fight prior to the fight by getting that agreed to, and then the commission allowing it.
Caleb Plant obviously got under the skin of David Benavidez.
This is a round in which either man could win this round. Benavidez. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry, but you look at the stats, Alan, it's incredible. Plant continues to out-throw and at times even outland Benavidez, but the story for me is the lack of offensive output from David Benavidez. We have reached the 6th round, the scheduled 12-round affair at 168 pounds.
Benavidez is throwing only 38 punches per round. He normally would throw in the high 60s.
Yeah, and he's also missing a lot, obviously, from Plant moving a lot. If you're Benavidez, and he's a great body snatcher. There it is.
He heard you, Abner.
Yeah, you want to slow down Plant.
You can feel here, Plant's not punching as much. He's moving a lot.
And yet, Plant able to move laterally.
I don't know. That's as blatant as it gets. When you initiate all the holding like that, I just don't know.
Combination by Plant. Benavidez swinging and missing wildly.
Especially against a mobile fighter like Plant, but you got to keep trying. You got to keep throwing punches like that.
Right hand by Benavidez. Final minute of the 6th. Left hand lands for Benavidez. Right hand to the face of Plant. Plant fires off another combination.
That was a body shot hook that he knocked out Jarrell with. He barely missed with the hook.
It's a close round, though, because, you know, as far as what's actually landing, I mean, Benavidez has landed better punches.
There, right, left.
Yeah, another combination. You can't let him hold this much. How can
He's not even received one warning.
No, how can you?
Oh, finally.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness. Here's Benavidez did have a better round in the last round. And why? Because he started using the jab. And then he was able to land. He let his hands go more. And yes, Plant doing a very good job of slipping punches, which he does. And Benavidez working on the inside. And that time, Plant couldn't get in a position to hold.
We begin the second half of tonight's main event. Plant launches a combination to kick things off here in round 7.
He banked those rounds, so now it's time for Benavidez to start winning some rounds. Better round than the last one, for sure.
Well, guys, I mean, Caleb Plant is using this football field, I mean boxing ring, very effectively. And you know what? It's up to the referee to decide if he's holding too much, not the judges. I have Plant ahead.
March Madness for #1 seeds, and according to Ring Magazine, Benavidez is #1 ranked. Hey, be careful here in March.
That's a good point.
It's not meaning that Benavidez hasn't landed some shots and made these very close rounds. And he's doing better in this round,
To
Benavidez.
the left, now bearing down on Plant with the right. There's another left, and now Plant trying to hold on.
The referee should let him work there.
Well, of course, Kenny Bellis is not given to allowing that.
Yeah,
and,
there was
that's
no need
hurting
to separate
Benavidez
them.
as well.
Couple of left hooks from Plant. Oh, and that left hand split the guard and popped Benavidez' head back.
Stopped attacking.
Yeah.
He just said, I'm going to let Plant land some punches.
And it only took that little, the referee intervened, and then Plant took advantage of that. It stopped Benavidez' momentum.
The Mexican monster has been dormant thus far. Caleb Plant's strategy working thus far in a close fight, mind you.
Now, Benavidez had a good start in that last round. He gets this left hook in, kind of a wide sweeping left hook. And of course, Plant looking to hold, but he wouldn't allow him to hold at that moment by pushing him back. And Plant moving, trying to use the ring, and Benavidez going after him. Now, Plant was able to get some offense. So that was that spot where he landed that nice jab when Benavidez just kind of stopped attacking.
How good is Stephen Breadman Edwards in administering advice in a calm, cool, measured measure, and doing exactly what he needs to do for Caleb Plant?
Well, and I think he was giving him some confidence, thinking his own man is not sure right now.
But there hasn't been one warning from the referee about their holding.
Which there should be, really. We're not trying to pile on Kenny Bayless, but that's just wrong. Look, Benavidez just can't get it, even make him stop. Well, now he did with the right hand that hurt him.
There's a right.
That hurt
Plant. Another right. Plant trying to avoid the shots, but again, single shots. Yes, they have power, but no combinations. There's a left hook to the body, a right hand by Plant.
And there again, it stopped the momentum of Benavidez. He had it going there.
There's a lead right hand that connects for Benavidez.
Yeah, well, that's because of the movement.
Oh, and there's a right hand that
hurt him.
Plant is in trouble. There's a left by Benavidez. Under a minute left in the 8th. Plant desperate to hold on. Left hook to the body by Plant, gets countered upstairs by Benavidez.
The double left hooks now, Benavidez are having an impact.
Plant goes to the body and holds. Doesn't even look at Plant. Doesn't even look at it. Benavidez walking down Plant, hurting Plant. The best round of the fight for David Benavidez here in round number 8.
Well, we go back, and that right hand was a troublesome one for Plant, and it reaches in, of course, to hold. And they're all off balance. And Plant, listen, he's holding. He's doing what he can to stop things from happening. And apparently somewhere in there was also a clash of heads. But obviously,
there it is.
There's the heads banging together. I know we're harping on this, but it's just because it's kind of bizarre, honestly.
Because it's happening ad nauseum. And there's a low blow. And now the action resumes early in round 9. Benavidez locking Plant down. Plant firing shots to the body.
The Benavidez jab now is also dormant again.
And look at the big difference now that Benavidez is letting his hands go and putting that pressure.
It is now even on Steve Benavidez' chance to emerge here as they exchange lefts.
Those are nice combinations by Caleb Plant.
And Caleb Plant doing his best to stave off the attack, but he's getting nailed. Oh, straight left. There's a left hook to the body by Benavidez.
Bayless needs to let
left him.
Benavidez working there.
Way too involved.
Interesting. Well,
Stiff jab from Benavidez.
and landing some shots.
Yep. There's a left hook to the body by Plant, but his face now bloodied. Of course, courtesy of a clash of heads.
And Benavidez has landed the bigger punches in this round. No problem.
Left hook, right hand. Another left from Benavidez. Plant trying to hold on.
You can tell the punches from Plant really have nothing behind them anymore.
Kenny Bayless, 31 years as a pro, working his 842nd professional bout.
Big
Benavidez
left
put
hook.
a hurt on Plant with that shot.
Fight with a very good round. Landing. Now, the left hook has been a very big weapon for Benavidez. He was left hook centric early, but it's turned out to really benefit him. And later on in the round, that was a classic Benavidez right hand, but nice counter punch by Caleb Plant. And instinctively, he's reaching in. He didn't get the hold there, though. He didn't quite get to do it.
He definitely
tried,
did.
but he couldn't do it. And then he grabs the left arm. And there's the low blow. I don't know how it can be any lower than that. I don't know why Plant was complaining there. That's interesting.
David Benavidez has averaged less than 40 punches around in this fight.
Yeah, and that is on him.
So the narrative seems to be unfolding the way a lot of pundits thought, but just not maybe in the fashion they thought it would.
Yeah, Benavidez has several late fight knockouts, so he's good in these rounds.
And the left now, a left hook, and now Benavidez unloading the left. Plant trying to hold on. And the referee still allowing Plant to try to hold on. How Caleb Plant, Abner, you're the one who's been in the ring. How is he being allowed to get away with this?
He just is. I don't know. No warning whatsoever. You know, as long as the referee doesn't interfere, he's going to do it.
Oh, the referee's interfered. All right.
And Benavidez throwing combinations
left
now.
hook upstairs. Hurts Plant. Another right from Benavidez. The crowd senses that the end may be near. Kenny Bayless.
Not his best night.
Not his best night by any stretch of the imagination. There's a right hand left uppercut by Benavidez.
And those punches to keep Benavidez off him.
Oh, left hook.
And he's
right
ripping to the body.
There's a left upstairs by. There's a left hook to the body. It's all David Benavidez here in the 10th. Left uppercut lands right for Benavidez. One-way traffic in terms of effective offense.
And the body work is something that's new in this round,
That body shot hurt him.
Well, in that last round, the combination punching of the uppercut, of course, is a normal trademark of Benavidez, and he landed it there. And he kept punching when Plant was on the inside, even with Plant's effort to hold. The uppercut continued to be a big weapon. That, along with the fact that he did put his hands together better in that last round, and the body work, that one straight a little low, also effective.
Man, Plant is one tough customer.
Yes, he is.
Been down twice in his career, both times against Canelo Alvarez, both in the 11th round. And Plant continues to punch. Maybe not a lot of steam on those shots.
Benavidez has landed several late fight knockouts after the 10th round.
Yeah, but great way to point out. Trying to make it work for him, but it is the Benavidez power that is right now what's really, doing the most.
Benavidez is doing a very smart thing. The minute Plant starts to try to hold, he steps back and lands a right hand.
A gutsy display by Caleb Plant. A minute and a half left in the 11th. Prior to the 11th round, Stephen Bredman Edwards giving Plant instructions and letting him know that he might be close to stopping this if he continues to take this kind of punishment. It was in the 11th round when Plant was stopped by Canelo Alvarez. Oh, what a nasty left. Plant trying to hold on.
weapon, and more often than even he normally throws it.
The heart and grit of Caleb Plant's on display,
Yes.
but now it's David Benavidez. Will Stephen Breadman Edwards allow Caleb Plant to come out for the 12th?
Nice little air here. Let's go.
12th and final round, and there finally a touch of gloves, and why not? They have forged a respect here through the fire.
And they believe Benavidez is slowing a little bit. I think Benavidez actually looks a little teensy bit fatigued.
Oh, and he's getting hit with some shots, but counters effectively with the left. Well, according to Steve Barrett's unofficial scorecard, Caleb Plant's going to have to record his 14th knockout win in order to escape, but he is staying in the fight, staying in the pocket, trying to hold on.
Very smart by Benavidez to peck away with that jab at this point, correct?
We have been asking for that jab, and we saw it in the last 3-4 rounds. Even more in this round, he needs to do it.
Lost his first title after testing positive for cocaine. Lost the second title due to a scale fail. Trying to land the biggest fight possible against the king of the division, Canelo Alvarez, who has a fight in May. And Caleb Plant would love another crack at Canelo, but he needs to start cracking Benavidez in order for that to even try to come to fruition.
We do know what you mean.
Never know.
So if he stays in the fight, he has a chance.
And he's trying to do that. Meanwhile, the crowd rallying Benavidez, pleaded his case, wanting an opportunity to face an elite opponent, headlining his first pay-per-view here at MGM Grand Garden Arena. Caleb Plant remains active. My God, the heart and courage of Caleb Plant on display. David Benavidez lands a left and a right. Tremendous close to this fight.
All three in favor of the winner.